All right, good morning, Figgy fam, and welcome back to another weekly vlog. We are at the gym right now. We're gonna go do that. I have 3 lessons today. I also have a callback for a professional theater in our area today. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping for not to get into some of their main stage shows. I'm really hoping to get there. They do like little school tours, almost like school friendly shows that they take to schools is what I mean. So, which would be nice to do because those are typically like early mornings. So like 9 to 12 or whatever to do before I have lessons. And it pays like $20 an hour for rehearsals and performances. So not too bad, not too bad. Better than a lot of professional theaters pay. I'm just gonna put that out there. Let's go. We're gonna go have our arm day, and yeah. Y'all, I don't know if you can even see how sweaty I am, but I did a whole little workout on ladder. I don't know if you guys have been like seeing. Maybe it's just me. Sorry, I'm burping because of my pre-workout. I don't know if you guys saw like or see the like ads for ladder. So I decided to try it out and try out one of their workouts, and I am holy cow sweating. The only thing I don't like, and maybe it's just because I did a Pilates one, because I was like, oh, let's do full body so that way like when Hugo can come to the gym with me, like we're doing roughly the same thing and are thinking about like our body parts. Yeah, but like there was like no rest. It was like back, like you got a little bit of rest. I got like 30 seconds, 20 seconds. And I'm like, okay, as like a strength, weight training, weightlifting, like baddie, I'm so used to like 1 to 3 minute breaks between all of my workouts. Like I do like 30 seconds in between sets, but then after I'm done with like each exercise, it's about like a minute, 2 minutes. So I was like, what the heck? I don't know if that's just a Pilates thing, because I know Pilates is also like dependent on endurance, right? But yeah. So I'm gonna go home. I have about 2.5 hours before my first lesson. So I have to get some work done. We're already starting on our next show at Rise Up. Which is crazy because we just ended company. At least I'm not in this one. Hugo's not in this one. I am just music directing. I'm really excited because it is a show that me and Hugo both got to do the last time that our company did it. It's called Avenue Q. And if you don't know anything about it, guys, let me tell you. Avenue Q is written by Robert Lopez, and if you guys don't recognize that name, some Disney people, that is like Robert and Kristen Lopez of Frozen fame and Finding Nemo fame, and I swear I'm just being followed by the Lopezes right now after doing Finding Nemo. So we are currently going to do that, and basically Avenue Q is like Sesame Street but for adults. It's like the best way for me to explain it. And so I got to play a puppet last time, which was a lot of fun. I have loved puppeteering since the first time I ever got to use a puppet, and I think it's so much fun. I wish I could get video of Rent, because I actually used a cow puppet during Over the Moon, which was super fun. So love puppets, love puppeteering. The music's super fun too. It's very like easy for the most part, just very tight harmonies is the only thing. So, and the men's harmonies are like really high. The girls have the easy job, like it's surprisingly pretty low, but here for some reason the men are like so high. To go in and do all my note flighting for it because we decided kind of last minute to do this, and I just got the score, and auditions are in 2 weeks. So I've also got to post our auditions. Can't forget to do that. Cannot forget to post about the show. Gotta get that going. So, here we are, guys. Let's get our day going. So much theater, so many good things, which I'm excited about. All right, I'm on my way home from my last lesson, and then I have to get ready for my callback. I have like an hour and a half. I may try and eat something or stop and get something because I am hungry. Yeah. I wonder how long it's going to take me to get to my callback, because it's quite a bit of ways. So we shall see. Luckily it's not until 8 p.m. But yeah. After that, probably just try and touch up my makeup real fast, fix my hair, change my outfit, because I'm not gonna wear this. But I did not want to be out in the heat in like what I was planning on wearing. So alright, Vicky fam, I figured it was time to talk while I got ready for the day. Talk about my callback last night, because it was so late that I ended up coming home, cooking food, and passing out. I love how all of this got like so. My hair was done last night when I went to bed. This is all sweat, so if you're wondering what my natural texture is, in our area there's not actually like a lot of professional theaters, and even this one is not. They don't do shows that I would normally like to do. I'm usually a musical theater performer. But one, I've been thinking it's time that I get back into straight plays. Just because, well, you guys saw from Company of how much I kind of doubt myself as like an actual actor. I have heard that my acting is too musical theater sometimes, and I can't be good at just the like normal, very human acting, I guess is the best way to describe it. More realistic acting. And so I've always thought that I am not good for straight plays. Keep in mind that's not the case. There are plenty of straight plays out there that are a little bit more ridiculous. Like we have like farces and melodrama. I decided to go ahead and apply for and submit for this company. It'd be nice to have like another second job again and actually get paid to be an actor. Because right now what we're doing with Rise Up, we're not in a position to pay. Don't worry, that will be coming, and that's why I'm willing to kind of like, I mean there's other reasons too, that's not the only reason, but if you're wondering why I would work at some place that doesn't pay, it's because if I'm a part of it and I am a part of it now, then I can really be a part of it when we can start paying. And another thing is that if we get our own space, which is the plan right now, then I can start teaching out of that space, which would be great. My job also with Rise Up at that point would turn into our head of education and our head of our like regional, not regional, our community side, theater side of it, because the goal is when we get our own space that Rise Up would be the professional division, and then we would have a community theater division where we would do one or two like family series shows, so more family friendly shows than what we do at Rise Up, and do kid shows and education, and that would be my job to take care of when we get there. So in the meantime, I'm trying to make ends meet, especially because me and Hugo are going to be producing a show, The Callback. I'd gotten sides for some of their shows in past seasons, and one of them was like Dracula, and we had 2 scenes from the Dracula show. I think it's the one that they did last season. Because basically this theater does like retellings of classic like literature for the most part. They're all new works, which is also exciting. I don't know if I've ever worked on like a new work. I've worked on like independent work, which was a little bit different because it wasn't like an actual show to be produced. We went to somebody's house up in Napa and performed a little skit and dance for this gentleman's birthday, 80th birthday. And the funniest thing about that story is that it was actually the son of the original owner, so I think he might have been the owner, CEO at some point as well, of Grocery Outlet. So it was very, very fun, very, very nice, very, very good. Getting our green room filled with like Grocery Outlet wine. I think if you know Grocery Outlet, you know Standing Goat. And Standing Goat actually is very good wine that you can get like at $6 a bottle at Grocery Outlet. So just put my little tidbit out there, because you know they always have their like little wine sales. Go to those wine sales, dude. Go. You get good wine at such a cheap price. Some of my other favorites that they carry there is like the Black Girl Magic. Oh, so good. Yeah. So anyway, I get there and it's just me and one other person. Thank God, though, it was somebody I knew and somebody that I've auditioned for shows with. She played against Hugo in Something Rotten. She was B and he was Nick. So, like, I knew her and I was like, okay, thank God, like, I have somebody that I know. But it was only me and her. So we had to switch off on reading the female lead and Van Helsing, and I was like, and my poor little brain just was so focused on the German accent that I didn't like full send into the Van Helsing thing. So whatever, but I think my female ingenue character was good. And then we also had a scene from Sherlock Holmes, a Sherlock Holmes scene where we also got to read and switch off as Holmes and the Cockney character. And I think I definitely played into that character a little bit better as far as like character acting goes. They were really interested in me for the school tours. Sounds like it's hard for them to get people with weekday like morning availability. So as somebody who has that, because I teach in the afternoons and evenings, they definitely seem interested in me, so I will definitely get a call back probably for that. Which that is actually going to be so fun because it's working with kids, it's improv. I don't do improv very often anymore, so it'd be nice to kind of get like those chops back up and going. This is the worst I'm gonna look this whole process, so deal with it, guys. But yeah, so there was that. I think it went pretty well for the most part. We'll see about if I got a call back for the main stage season. The artistic director did say I was very pretty, so got that going for me. Everything just kind of went well. The artistic director of that theater too has got like a whole resume, so it'd just be nice to also like work with somebody who has a resume like that. She's done a lot of tours and professional work on the East Coast, and she writes and directs stuff. I hope I really like played into the melodrama for that female lead, because like I hope that there's another female lead in the main stage season. Although I would also just be happy to like do anything at this point and use it as like a stepping stone to hopefully go off and do like more regional work. Because this is the only place in our area that like does any sort of professional like stepping stone of any kind. The other theaters in our area are equity houses, and so they're harder to get into. I have been thinking about doing the internship at there's another straight play theater that we have in our area called Cap Stage that does plays, but they like to hire local talent, and they do an apprenticeship program too, where you also get to help on the tech side and then perform as well, which I've thought about. And we have a friend that actually works in their marketing, and so I'm like, maybe someday I'll get over there, or audition for something. But I think I also need to just trust myself as an actor a little bit more, and I think that's the biggest takeaway from yesterday. It also sounds like I would possibly start like pretty soon with the school tour stuff if I get in, if I book it, because their first show is like their first kids show is like a gingerbread man situation, so that will be fun. I love the artistic director and what she said a lot of the time about the characters and everything. I really appreciated. She was like, they're big, but like they're still grounded in truth, and that is like my belief too. Somebody who like does musical theater, right? A lot of our shows are kind of ridiculous. Like, they're just ridiculous situations. Sometimes characters, especially in musical theater, are super big. And so even then we have to make sure that it's like grounded in truth. Even if that doesn't continue, I'm happy for the experience. And even if I maybe only get the school tours, maybe I can try again for next season to try and get into the main stage if that's what happens. It sounds like the school tours are still pretty good money and it's all year long. So that is definitely something that I should be proud of if I get. And that's the thing that I have to remind myself, and I think this is always what's hard too sometimes as somebody who does both professional and community theater, is that I feel like it's really easy, like a lot easier for me to not get something in the professional world and like accept it and like move on with my life, right? Community theater is harder, and I don't know if it's because like you build friendships and relationships with people, and so when things don't go your way, it's like, so do you just not like me? Or a lot of the time in the community theater world, it's a lot more like political, and I understand that there's some people who may not know what that exactly means, but basically sometimes community theaters are more likely to cast somebody who's like a part of their company. And that show that me and Hugo are producing is becoming more and more real by the day. And that's weird too because we're in it and it just doesn't feel entirely real yet, I will admit. Because I think if you saw the other week's video, then you already know what happened. You feel free to skip ahead a little bit. But for those who don't know, our original director for this project that we are producing came up to us and basically like said, while we were working with him in our last show, Rent, with him, like, oh, I would love to see you two in these parts. Like, I think it'd be interesting to have an actual married couple play these parts because it's a 2-person show. Follows a whole relationship between two people. Them getting into a relationship, getting married, getting a divorce. Which, like, yeah, we agree there with you, buddy. Trust me. That director, I've not been able to pin down and be like, hey, are you available still? I'm actually really excited. I'm really excited for that one. I think it's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be nice to have a little bit of redemption for those parts, I will admit. And I think that we are in a very particular place, Hugo and I, where we just got married 2 years ago. And some of our friends who are also freshly married are in the process of ending their relationship. You know, like we have not experienced that. We have not experienced trying to get out of a marriage. You know, this is the first time that we're married and we're still married. So, but are we watching it in our friends around us and what that means? Right? And it's also going to be nice to do it our way. I think the fact that him and I are both in a relationship together is something that we are able to market off of a little bit, and use in our show. So like, we are actually performing in an art gallery at the college that Rise Up has been working at, because their actual stages are taken up, which is fine. Like, it's a 2-person show. We don't need a whole lot of space. It's not that big of a deal. But because of that, we want to kind of use it to our advantage. Because if there's anything about Rise Up that you guys should probably know, is that Rise Up works kind of like OSF, Oregon Shakespeare Festival, Oregon Shakes, where we always try and like innovate the shows. We don't ever just want to put on the same show that everyone has seen and loved and whatever. Like, we want to put our own spins, our own interpretations on them. So I would put us doing the last 5 years and how we're doing it very much in their like experimental theater realm. They have like this little tiny black box like situation. It's like this little underground thing where it started off as people after shows would go show off works to other people in the company at OSF that they were working on, whether it be like little 1-person shows, experimental theater, or like new works and stuff like that. So this is kind of like in that sense. So we're thinking of like using little memorabilia from like our own relationship and putting it like on display, essentially, as like this is like an experiment, not experiment, an art exhibit, if you will. Come see the last 5 years of Jamie Wellerstein's and Kathy Hyatt's relationship, and we'll have actual little pieces of mine and Hugo's relationship. And that kind of view the show itself as like a living art exhibit. There we go. Living art exhibit, where you see their relationship unfold in front of you in their living room. Is kind of what I think we're gonna go for, which is fun and cool, and we never see the show done like this, and I think that's gonna mean that him and I are gonna interact a little bit more than we normally see from the 2 characters. Normally it's like a little bit of like park and bark. Where they just kind of go on stage and sing their stuff and act it, and it's also very bare. Usually it's like acting blocks and black, and that's kind of it. So it'll be nice to see it and do it in a way that doesn't get done. Like, there's some of the songs where Kathy is like straight up talking to Jamie, right? So why would Jamie not be in the room with her? And why would Jamie be in the dark under black light, right? So I'm very excited. But maybe I'm just a little bit biased because like I would love to do this show in a way that's not normally done and actually be able to play against Hugo. And I think with us being an actual couple, it would work a lot better for us to actually be on stage interacting with each other than it would be for people who don't know each other. And hanging in there. We're loving things. We'll see what happens from this callback. I'm gonna finish getting ready, and then I have some work I need to get done before my lesson. I'm gonna go try and donate blood again. See if my iron is up after taking all these iron pills. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully. Also gotta eat something. I think I need to get veggies for tonight. But yes, I will see you guys on the other side. Okay, small change of plans. I had Courtney, our artistic director at Rise Up, text me because she just last minute auditioned for a production of Addams Family and needs to go over some stuff. So I'm not gonna go donate blood. I just moved it to next week, and I'm just gonna hold on to it, because part of the thing that really stresses me out about it is that since I'm still a new patient, since I haven't officially donated plasma yet, it takes like hours because I have to like wait because I'm a new patient. It's annoying. So I just blocked it out for next week, and I'm not gonna not do it next week. So I need to get changed and get started on some work. So although me texting her and all that jazz was work still too, because that was she basically wants an audition prep lesson, which is actually very smart, people. If you're feeling like things are not clicking, day of a callback. And then love when I can actually eat some carbs. Not around Hugo. So I got myself some CD, which will be delicious. Okay, getting some reps in of songs that I should be learning for the last 5 years and trying to start memorizing. Might as well just be prepared. You never know. When you come home to me, I'll wear a sweeter smile and hope that for a while you'll... Okay, thank you so much. I'm climbing uphill, Jamie, climbing uphill. I'm up every morning at 6 and standing in line with 200 girls who are younger and thinner than me, who have already been to the gym. All right, Figgy fam, hello. It is Wednesday. I am pulling up to the gym right now. It's crazy because I already started getting ready for the gym before I asked Hugo if he would go to the gym tonight because there's no World Cup game. And excuse my eyes, I kind of slept bad last night and it shows on my face without any makeup on. So I'm at the gym. I'm gonna change some things up because I have a feeling Hugo's gonna want to do arm day. So I would do an arm day because I technically did a full body on Monday. But I think I'm gonna do my core and some cardio. I think I'm gonna go to the other aisle to park. This parking lot is very small and some people don't pull all the way into their spots. And it's hard to navigate because of that. You're having to avoid cars. So I think I'm gonna do some cardio and core, and then I have a lesson, and then I have to go to Courtney's house, our artistic director at Rise Up, because we're having a pre-production meeting for our next show, which I'm so excited about. I get to help us make our announcement video of what to expect and blah, 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 blah. And play a character that I've always wanted to play, but just not in its traditional manner, but it's fine. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and then we're going to come back to the gym when I get home. So yes, I'm going to keep it pretty light, but I had already started making my pre-workout, and I was like, well, this is going to be a waste, so I just decided to come anyway. As long as I make sure I eat, I think I'll be fine coming to the gym twice. It's like going to the gym and then having a dance rehearsal. That's how I'm gonna view it. So, let's go. Okay, I kind of like modified some things, especially since I did the Stairmaster and I like didn't do my full core workout. And kind of like shortened it, just also because I only had a little under an hour to get everything done. So I'm trying to debate if I go home and make something to eat, because I definitely need to eat, or if I pick something up. Okay, so I did end up stopping, only because I remembered Dutch Bros has their new food, their new hot food. So I got the chorizo wrap. It's a little small little guy, just like Starbucks. They do little small handhelds. Let's try it. It's still really hot. That's good. Chorizo, egg, cheese. I'm just trying to see if there's like any like veggies in it, because the picture had it looked like either like peppers of some kind. Oh, there we go. Oh, looks like some bell pepper. Yes, yes, yes. I pulled up my chair to start getting ready. It felt heavier than normal. Excuse the mess. Our room is so messy right now. We're still trying to get together, but I found a buddy. I found a buddy. Hi, buddy. What are you doing? All right, Figgy fam. It is Thursday, and I had a day unlike what I've been used to. I actually, instead of mainly working in the afternoons and evenings as a vocal coach, had all morning lessons this morning. So I'm done. It is about 1 o'clock. I'm gonna take like a 30-minute break and play some Sims, and then try and get some of the other work for some of the other stuff that I can do. Well, woo! We're ramping up for Avenue Q. Our little meeting was so nice. We got to play with the puppets and everything. It was so much fun. Because we had to do like an intro video to everything. And we rewatched some old shows and talked about some of our shows in our season. And I love being around women and talking about theater, and yeah. So lots of fun, lots of things are going. This one has been off the hizzle all morning. Going cray-cray, huh, mamas? Yeah. The amount of things that my cats have spilled on my computer in the last 2 days is not even funny. I'm surprised that the computer is still kicking, if I'm being so honest. Anyway, it is Friday, the best day of the week. We are gonna get some stuff done on the computer that I need to do for Rise Up's next production, Avenue Q, because we have auditions in 9 days. We're moving quick. Moving so quick. And since I'm music directing, I need to make sure that everything is together for the audition, because I think I explained this a little bit before, but if you haven't seen some of our other videos, basically we do what we call like workshop style auditions, meaning that you come and prepare something from the show. We have like designated songs for certain characters, so on and so forth. So I need to get the tracks kind of cut down and put together. I'm telling you, Natasha is off the hook today. I have no idea what's going on. Mamas, what are you doing? What are you doing, silly girl? No, we're gonna stay. Okay. It's that little bird. Dun, 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 dun. That sounds like it's somebody actually playing, so I wonder if it was our music director last time, because he was a wonderful pianist. Okay, I'm working on laundry. Slowly but surely trying to get our lives back together. The cats are yelling at me. Tomas is here because he's just hanging out after his lesson.
Yeah, audition prep.
Yes, he's auditioning for Avenue Q. Hello, Figgy fam.
Hey, it's Saturday again.
It's Saturday.
It's gym time.
Gym.
Yeah.
Gym. But I was like, also the way that I said gym was giving Pitch Perfect. Gym. Okay. Anyway, it's leg day. We also have to run some errands, and then we're gonna try and be back by 2 for the World Cup game.
Yep. For England versus Norway, should be a good one.
Yes.
But yeah, we're gonna go grocery shopping after this.
Oui.
Yeah.
Come with us.
All right, so we're going to one of our favorite breweries, local breweries. They do. His name's Dan, the Record Man. He comes and does sets up like the whole thing at breweries and stuff. And we've been going for like the last couple years. It's really cool. But yeah, he comes here some often, and we're gonna go dig in some records.
Dig in. It's like a treasure hunt.
Yeah, it's always fun. Good vibes. Let's go.
We're over here in the Mexican section.
Yeah, this is a good, really good album. This is 110 though.
110.
Yeah, Zoe's a really good band. This is their Unplugged, MTV Unplugged. It's so good. Oh, look at this Japanese copy of the Star Wars soundtrack. It's really cool. Star Wars. So we just got done digging through all of them. That's what we found. Empire Strikes Back original soundtrack. We've been looking for a Star Wars one for a while, and this one's perfect that it's Empire Strikes Back. It's one of our favorites, if not probably our favorite. Pretty good deal for 42. I was looking at it online. They were like between like 40 to like 70 or more. So this was exciting. And then Morgan got After School EP. This is the last Melanie Martinez record that she needed. She has all the other ones. Oh, except for the new one, right? You still need to get the new one.
Yeah.
For 15, not a bad deal. Oh, look at the middle of the gatefold. Comes with a little booklet. Nice. Heck yeah. Empire Strikes Back. The goated Star Wars movie. Oh yeah, baby.
All right, thank you so much, Figgy fam, for watching another week of weekly vlogs. We hope that you guys enjoyed yourselves. If you did, don't forget to hit that notification bell, that thumbs up, and that subscribe button down below. We would greatly appreciate it, as it really helps our channel grow. Yeah, had lots of fun this week. We got to go out for a little date, a little record store shopping, which was super fun. So, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one.